we are on to the power rule. Okay, here's the power rule and not the product rule. Now, normally, the power rule recognises it when you've got an exponent inside and outside a parenthesis. Inside and outside, inside and outside, inside. Okay? So, now then, again, I'll show the explanation for this. I think I need to show some with a bit of again, smaller numbers. How about this? X cubed all squared. Okay? Right, so what I have here is I've got an x cubed, okay, and I'm squaring it, so multiply it by another x cubed. Can you see there's 6 here, okay? The shortcut is you just multiply those two. 3 times 2 is 6, okay? That's it. Inside, outside, multiply, okay? So remember, the last rule we were adding exponents because we were multiplying. Here, this is the power rule. We're not multiplying, we're raising a power to another power. Okay, this is where you actually do multiply the exponents. So this, can you see this? This is just x. Come on, folks, 9 times 4, 36. Okay? So, now then, Angel, actually, you brought this one out. This is a funny one. If you want to keep the same base, x's are easier than having numbers, okay, as bases. But look, you don't have to literally work out what 5 to the power 4 is. You could do. I think it's 620. It's a big, but anyway, never mind. What we want to do is here's the base. What's 4 times 3? It's 12. Okay? So, the answer to 5 to the 4 to the 3 is 5 to the 12. It looks much easier when you've got x as bases. Okay? Rosie! Sorry, my little dog barking. Right, so, okay, so that's that one. Now, let's have a look at... Let's do a few more complicated ones, okay? So that's basically the rule, okay? Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. But how about this one, okay? Well, again, look, I've got a 2, but the base is x, it's being squared, okay? All this is being raised, being cubed. This is the rule I'm talking about right now, okay? The x is x to the 6 because it's 2 times 3, okay? Now then, this isn't the power rule. This just is what is 2 cubed, okay? 2 cubed is 8. That's the answer to this. I cube this 2, 2 times 2 times 2, but the shortcut for the exponent power rule is multiply. If I just look at that another way, okay, what I have inside that parenthesis, both things are being cubed. I have a 2 that's being cubed, and I have an x squared that's being cubed, okay? So there's the 8, there's the x to the 6, because that's the power rule there, 2 times 3, okay? Right, it'll come. So remember this time, remember the last ones, the product rule, we probably had to multiply the coefficients but add the exponents. Now we're probably cubing or squaring the coefficients and then using the power rule on the exponent, okay? So let's have a look at this one. 3 x to the 4 all squared. Again, what's 3 squared? It's 9. The power rule for the x is what's 4 times 2? It's 8. Okay? I suppose if I wrote it like this, 3 x4 times by another. Oops, what's going on here? 3 x4. Okay? That's 3x4 all squared. So again, now I've written it like that. This is now the product rule. 3 times 3 is 9. So can you see x4 multiplied by x4? You add the exponents. So that's x8. So actually, then I just changed the power rule to rewrite it, and I could do the product rule. But you don't have to do that. Okay. Right, the last one. Okay, hopefully you're getting the pattern to this now. So think to yourself, the 4 is being raised to a power 5, and the x squared is being raised to a power 5. So for this one, I'm blowed if I'm going to try and figure out what 4 to the 5 is. I'm just going to write this. 4 to the 5. And the x is going to be 10, isn't it? Okay? Now, if I have no idea. Put it in your calculator if you want to. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. You can write that there, okay? But remember, the 4 is being raised to a power 5. No idea, that's way too big. But the x is a 10 because it's 2 times 5, okay? And that is the power rule. But just be careful of the coefficients as well.